Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. According to CTV News, Aldergrove, BC-born defenseman Shea Theodore scored the game-winning goal in double overtime to lift the Vegas Golden Knights to a 5-4 victory over the Carolina Hurricanes in Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. With this win, the Golden Knights have taken a 2-1 lead in the best-of-7 series. After a scoreless first period, Vegas built a commanding 4-0 lead in the second frame, powered by a natural hat trick from Mitch Marner. However, Carolina mounted a stunning third-period comeback, scoring 3 quick goals in under a minute and eventually tying the match on a power play goal by Andrei Svechnikov with less than 2 minutes remaining in regulation. 5 minutes into the second overtime period, Theodore clinched the game for Vegas. He also led all skaters with an impressive 39 minutes and 9 seconds of ice time. Throughout Vegas's playoff run, Theodore has been a key contributor, registering 6 goals and 10 assists across 19 games. According to a report by CTV News, Toronto Fire Services has experienced an unusual spike in emergency activity over a recent 24-hour period. Fire crews across the city responded to 622 emergency incidents, marking a 41% increase in call volume compared to typical levels. In a statement shared on social media, Toronto Fire Services expressed deep gratitude to their communications staff, highlighting the tireless efforts of call takers and dispatchers who worked continuously to prioritize and manage the heavy call volume, supporting active fire crews on the ground. Fire Chief Jim Jessop also commended the entire staff for their dedication and collaborative efforts to safeguard Toronto's communities during this exceptionally busy period. At this time, authorities have not identified the specific cause behind the sudden surge in emergency calls, and officials have not disclosed the nature of the incidents that prompted the influx of requests for assistance. CTV News reports that 3 elderly residents have died in the hospital following a devastating house fire in Markham, Ontario. The fire broke out early Friday morning on June 5, 2026, at a residence near Carlton and Kennedy Roads, eventually spreading to at least one neighboring home and forcing multiple evacuations in the area. Emergency crews arrived on the scene to find heavy smoke and flames. One occupant managed to self-evacuate or was assisted by family, while firefighters rescued the other 2. All 3 victims, identified as 2 women in their 70s and a man in his 80s, were rushed to the hospital, where they later succumbed to their injuries. York Regional Police confirmed their deaths on Sunday. Investigators currently state there is no indication that the fire is suspicious, though the cause of the blaze remains under investigation. According to a report by CTV News, police in Nanaimo, British Columbia, are investigating after shots were fired from a vehicle toward a group of people in a local park last week. The Nanaimo RCMP stated that the incident occurred on Wednesday evening around 8:40 p.m. at Knowles Park, located near Old Victoria Road and Rainier Street. Witnesses reported seeing a white Audi carrying several occupants flee the scene immediately following the gunfire. Fortunately, no injuries have been reported in connection with the shooting. Forensic investigators have processed the scene, and police are actively pursuing leads to locate the suspect vehicle. Local authorities believe the shooting was a targeted incident and have assured the community that there is no ongoing risk to the general public. RCMP de Beloa desidie tuarit in the area, or those with relevant dashcam or CTP so thousands mangwe, rested bepper but be cast with bep im as. This is die, they eats as to l. Every said and die. According to CTV News, a 26-year-old Toronto man has been charged with attempted fraud in North Bay, Ontario, following an investigation into a door-to-door scam. Police report that the suspect targeted a neighborhood in Birch Haven, claiming to represent a well-known energy company and offering services through a home energy conservation program supposedly funded by the federal government. However, authorities confirmed that the program concluded several years ago and is no longer active. The suspect allegedly offered household appliances while falsely promising government rebates ranging from $5,000 to $10,000. He was arrested and subsequently released on an undertaking to appear in court at a later date. Following the incident, the North Bay Police Service issued several fraud prevention tips, advising residents to always verify the identity of unsolicited solicitors, request official identification, avoid sharing personal or banking information, and report any suspicious door-to-door activities to local authorities and the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.